Hey everybody, this is Jim at FreeChartVideos.com. I'm going to be doing a brief update here before I have to go leave my hotel room and wait for some clouds to move here in the country music capital of the world, Nashville, Tennessee. So, I'm sorry I couldn't get a video done yesterday. I was like going all day long shooting, got in about 1 o'clock and was just dog tired. But let's look at the chart today, the S&P 500, and basically we got back over the top of the green line today. We also appear to have taken out at least one descending line of resistance. It does not include the 1370 top. That will be the next thing that we need to look and see if we can do that. But a good day today, clearly, for the bulls. And you can see, too, if you look at this chart, I want to show you, I had drawn a line that was basically, let me scoot this down just a little bit. Basically, the line was started in March 9th, 2009, at the bottom of that large inverse head and shoulders head. Then I drew that across the next inverse head and shoulders head. And interestingly enough, that lined up with this inverse head and shoulders head. I'll show you that in just a second. And when we extend that on out to the right, that was where this son of a gun bounced. So that doesn't mean that line's magical or that line is going to hold forever. But there's the line, starting at this inverse head and shoulders head, the head of that pattern, and the head of this pattern. Now, briefly, there was a violation of that line for the right shoulder of this inverse head and shoulders. But, you know, I thought, you know, that the head of if any type of head and shoulders pattern represents either the greatest point of despair and panic, or it represents the greatest amount of greed and irrational exuberance. And in this case, each time I had this panic here, here, and here, they lined up. Again, I remind you, this is on a semi-log chart, which I think is important to use because it shows the correct linear relationship in percent moves. In other words, a 20% move on this chart between 600 and 720 will look the same thing, will be the same vertical height as a move between 1,000 and 1,200. So let's take a look a little bit closer now. And this is what I was talking about a little bit earlier. These last three peaks here, here, and here all lined up pretty nicely, so I figured if we could get over that, then we should have at least some upward momentum. The question, of course, is how far will this go? If you, I don't have this chart handy, but if you look at the S&P futures, you can see that there's an inverse head and shoulders in the futures that that I think is going to, if that holds true, then and again, I'm not saying the futures drive the S&P really that much, but certainly the futures do indicate expectations and people's basic outlook for performance of the broader market. So anyway, we got over this line. We didn't back test it yet, and that may be in the works. But let's see if we do, if this line holds. And I've also got, you know, this line that we were looking at as well. That definitely gave way here. So I think what I'm trying to say in so many words is that this looks like a pretty good bounce, but we need to now see if this market is willing to take out this line, and in so doing, getting over the neckline of this pattern. But I want to remind you, I'm not as convinced of the importance of that neckline as I am the importance of this green line, because that green line held pretty well until that just that one real breakdown that took place late on the 16th and had follow through on the 17th before it recovered. So, you know, one of the indexes I'm watching is the Russell. The Russell's has kind of a conflicting pattern in it. There's a head and shoulders top, but then there's also a channel, and so you wonder, a channel that's been working for many, many months, is that going to be more powerful than a small inverse head and shoulders? Not inverse, but a small head and shoulders top. So anyway, that's what I'm keeping my eyes on. I'm glad to be able to give this video to you. And oh, by the way, I don't have the disclaimer graphic with me here on my laptop, so I guess I could do a screen capture and put it on here. But hey, we're grown-ups, so don't do anything. Don't do anything dumb. Don't hold me responsible for your investment decisions. I'm not a licensed professional, just a guy who draws lines on charts. So look, hope you guys have a good day in the markets tomorrow. I'm taking more pictures and then driving back to Atlanta. And I fixed the forum, by the way, so that we don't get that strange doubling up of posts. Hey guys, I appreciate you watching this, and I hope to give you the fuller, high-res, better audio version real soon. Thanks.